Oh yes, finally. A nice sunny warm day. In the 70s today. Wow, finally. Alright, local car meet time. I guess we'll just go ahead and mingle. I can't stay very long because I got work early in the morning. But let's just go around and see what we got here. Nice. Ian with the drone shots.
Oh yeah.
It's clean. FD. Hell yeah. You guys like FDs? I love them. Lambo about to steal the show.
So this is Connor's car, the white one. Yep. It's gonna be next to him.
Look at the clean E36. Damn, supercharged too? That's what's up. Adjust the camera here. Alright, main camera battery died, so we're on the phone now. Man, I love this color. I still like how aggressive these GT350s are in the front. Good old sound of the V8. Can't go wrong. We got Vin. Dan, what's up?
What's up, man?
The wheels are on point. Imagine if I got this for the M4. I think that would be legit. See you, bro.
See ya, brother.
Dude. Hello and welcome back to the channel. As you guys see here, we have the BMW M4 in frame. I've had this car for over a year now, and this is the longest I've ever kept a car stock ever. So I enjoyed the car for a year now, and I really do love this car, especially the way it handles, the way it drives, except for the way it sounds, but that's a totally different story. The car is bone stock except for a VRSF mid-pipe just to give it a little bit more sound, but it really didn't do much as far as sound goes. But what we have here, we have Swift springs right there that we're going to be installing on the car. Hopefully it gives us a better stance and get rid of some of that wheel gap, as you can see right there. Stock springs, BMW M4 CS. So hopefully this should be an easy install. Thankfully, there's a whole bunch of tutorial videos on YouTube. I'm not going to make this a tutorial video. Seems easy enough, straightforward. I've lowered many cars in the past, so this should be a breeze. But stay tuned, let's go ahead and do this. So since I've never installed any springs on a BMW M car before, we got help from my buddy Blake from Blake's Garage on the TV right now, so this should help tremendously. But first, let's go ahead and make sure that we got the right part. For some reason, the M3 and the M4 springs from Swift, they have different spring rates, so I just wanted to make sure I got the right part. What I want to do is just take a measurement from the bottom of the wheel up to the fender to see how much drop we actually get. I don't like to measure from the ground to the fender well, only because, you know, they're like tire pressures can play a factor in the measurement. So we are about 25 1/8. That's the height. Let me just make sure that I'm center. Yeah, about 25 1/8. All this stuff off. Got my fancy little tool that I got on Amazon, link in the description below, and that fits. We should be ready to lift the car up and take the wheels off. All right. Very nice, very nice. Get inside the hole. See if we can do it. All right. Yeah, I think we're in. Yeah. All right. Make sure the spring is seated correctly. Tighten stuff down. think we're good. Yeah, not bad. All right, so we have our first problem. For some reason, this connector won't go back in. I think this is for the electronic dampening control. I don't want to, force it in there because it looks like there's small pins. I don't want to force it. There was a lot of dirt in here, so maybe this is just dried out. I wish I had some grease or something, electric grease, so I can get it in there, but I'm gonna clean out the best I can. I just don't want to damage it. All right, looks like I messed up. I know you guys can't see that on camera, but I did bend one of the pins in here. I think it's the top pin. I bent it back ever so slightly, so hopefully it didn't damage this electrical connector, but dang it, man, it sucks. On to the rears next. I think the rears are a lot easier than the front, but we will see about that. Also, I gotta make an appointment to get this car aligned once the springs settle in. All right, working on the rear. Got this bolt loose. This is 18, and this, your camber bolt, is a 21. So I think this is ready to go. I already have this control arm, or whatever you call it, supported by a jack. And I was having trouble getting this bolt loose. Actually not loose, but one thing you want to do is to release the tension off of this camber bolt right here so you can get it out easier. There we go. I think once I remove that, it should move freely. Hopefully. Release some of that tension. Should be. Might have to tap it out with a hammer. We'll see about that. I think the other side, the passenger side, there is a headlight or a level sensor. So I think that's a 10 millimeter. I will tackle that off camera. But in the meantime, let me see if I can get this out. Dang it, nothing is stuck in there. Just tapping it out with the wrench. There's not that much tension on it. Well, there shouldn't be. Oh. Drop this part. There shouldn't be much tension. There you go. Whew. Not too bad. Only took a few minutes. Let's go ahead and drop this. Hopefully it releases tension. Alright, the back seems pretty simple. Alright, let's take the spring out. There you go, seeing it real time. Alright. Let's put a new spring in. Line this up, tighten everything up, drop the car. We should be good to go. All right, got the wheels on, gotta put the tools away. I gotta torque down the wheels, and I think that's it. Seems a little bit lower, I don't know. Yeah. Holy shit. Wow. Such a small ride height makes a big freaking difference. And it's not even settled all the way yet. Much better. I know it doesn't seem like much on camera, but in person, I didn't think I was gonna notice a difference, but I definitely do. Okay, so the springs are installed. I drove it around the block to let the springs settle just a little bit. It might settle just a little bit more, might get a little bit lower, but we're gonna do our preliminary measurements, and I messed up. I did not measure the rear. I don't know why. Anyways, forget it. Forgot what our measurement was at first. 24 and 1/16. I think we're 25 and 1/8 was our beginning measurement. So about an inch drop. Not bad. Who would have known 1 inch makes a huge difference? Now, as far as the obligatory finger gap test, we got about a 1 finger gap up front. And before it was like 3 fingers. I could fit almost 3 fingers in there. In the rear, got the same 1 finger gap in the rear. Perfect drop for this car, in my honest opinion. Alright guys, so here it is. First look. Just got done installing the Swift springs, and I will say it really does make a difference, especially out in the front. In the rear, I don't know, not much of a difference, but the front, wow, much better. A nice, I would say, gentleman man's drop. It's not slammed by any means, but I think for me that is perfect. Not too low, not too high like stock, just perfect. Well, let me rephrase that. I wouldn't mind if it was about maybe a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch lower, but I think that will do just fine. But I think it's going to settle a little bit more since we literally just installed these. We'll give it about, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, get it aligned. We'll give you guys some measurements and we'll get you guys the final look, but I don't think it's gonna look much different than this. But man. So let's talk about ride comfort with these springs. Now this does come with a slightly higher spring rate. I'll put the spring rate on the screen if I can find it. I don't know the exact spring rates for the stock springs, but they do feel slightly firmer than stock. Is it unbearable? Not at all. You know, if you have grandma sitting in here, I think she'll be just fine. She'll probably say the car rides like a sports car, and it does. That's what the car is. The car is a sports car. It's an M car for Christ's sakes. But anyways, you know, with that said, you know, is this something that's going to be totally unbearable when you're going on road trips with the family? Absolutely not. Just slightly stiffer than stock. Now it feels like the best way I can explain it is the car in Sport Plus with the stock springs. But I also do feel that now that the car comes with stiffer springs, the dampers feel just slightly under dampened. But you know what? There's many people before me that have tracked these springs, so I'm not worried about as far as handling capabilities when it comes to performance. But anyways, that is all I got for you guys today. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. We have another big part for the M4. Also, the Supra is getting suspension work done. But with all that said, I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. You guys are awesome. Stay awesome, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
Peace out, guys.
Hey, running it back. She used to tell me a little like snack. Yeah. Running it back. These motherfuckers are wanting to crack. Yeah. Running it back. She wanna say fucking with that. Nah. Running it back. I got my wish and I'm breaking my back. Yeah. Running it back.